everyone. If you're anything like I am, you love back buttons, and you need back buttons to play Warzone and Call of Duty and such. I got so used to the PlayStation 4 back buttons, they're so awesome, and it's really hard to go back. Now, looking it up, I just got a PS5. Looking it up, there's no back buttons. There's no back button attachment. There's really no good third-party controllers that are worth the price for it. There is only one solution, and that is a controller mod. It is called the extremerate remapping kit, and I bought another PS5 remote to do this. You got to make sure you have the right model of PS5 remote. I'll show that in this video. You should see that right now. Anyways, it has one with a little A on it. That's not the one you need. So if you have a remote with a little A on it, you have the wrong model. So I've never done a controller mod before in my life, so I'm making this video to show you how easy or hard it can be for someone like me who's never done something like this. I've watched plenty of videos online about it, so let's give this a shot, guys, and see how it goes. Okay, guys, excuse the camera angle because it's the first time I've ever shot a video like this. So anyways, let's open up this extremerate box and see what it comes with. It comes with all the tools that you'll need to assemble this. It comes with a new back plate, as you can see that. It also comes with the triggers. It comes with a few different wires. Now, there's stuff in here we're not going to need because there's soldering to do, and we're doing this without soldering because we're just going to get the X, circle, square, and triangle buttons to remap. So if you want to solder it to get the L3s in the pad, you have to solder. So we were just worried about these buttons, of course, for Call of Duty. So, okay, let's continue. Now it comes with all these screws, and it comes with 2 pry tools and a screwdriver. So let's try to get this, and 1-year warranty card, you know, so there's that. Anyways, let's get to this. Probably not the best area to work in, but first, we're going to start off with opening this, and where you got to get to 4 screws. That there is 4 screws on the controller. I've watched other videos, and they said to pop up right here and pop up right here to take this off. So we will just go just ever so slightly on the edges, and then that comes off like so. Be really careful with that. So that's how you take that piece off. So there's 2 screws right there and right there. So next thing, we got to get to 2 screws that are right here and right here. So I've seen people go from the back, so we're just going to stick our finger over it and pop off these triggers. Pop off the second one. This pry tool is pretty easy. And then you have 2 screws that are in there. I'm going to pop those suckers out. Alright, so popping off these screws right here, try not to lose them. Like I said, this probably isn't the best place to work on something like this. Make sure that screw gets out of there. So now, what they say to do is pry right here on these little tabbies. So let's take this pry tool, kind of pry up on here. Well, to be careful. There's a warranty from the game store I bought it. I guess their warranty is void. Pull that off. Thank you, Cybertron, for the remote. Paid $59 for a used one. Alright, so that seems to be coming up. Let's just go with the pry tool. Now I am curious, there is a front face. I only bought the back plate. So you can't get a front face to match your remote if you want to match your remote. Me, I didn't care. I just wanted some back buttons. Let's see how this is going. Almost off. pull this sucker off, or up. Slowly, slowly. Try to be as careful as you can. Alright, so now we have a few ribbons and stuff that we have to replace. The next thing we want to go ahead and do is take off our battery, which I seen the guy online just go like this. And then I'm going to get a pair of tweezers. Okay, so I got my tweezers. These don't come with the kit, but I just want to make sure that I don't ruin anything that we're already ruining, I feel like. Oh, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and pull from the wires. I shouldn't do that, but here's the battery. We're going to want to put that back in. And I guess this comes out. This is the microphone, I think he said. So just be careful taking this out. And go in here with these tweezers and kind of push and pull. There we go. And there's a little ribbon cable in here. I think we're reinstalling this, so we're going to stick that to the side. The next thing we got to do is take this battery plate off. So with the screwdriver they provided, let's go ahead and unscrew that. Alright. This is, and then I'm just going to pick this up slowly with the screw still in it, so we don't lose that. Alright, so now, I think we go ahead and pull this ribbon too. Let's go ahead and pull that. Okay, that's how that goes. I think this one does get replaced. Here's another ribbon we have to pull. Is this one right here. See if you guys can see that. Let's pull this one. And we got to pull this one right over here. I believe we're not using these anymore. And then we got to pull Sir Daddy right here. And pull this one out right here. And I believe we're not using those ribbons anymore. Next is a ribbon right here that we're going to have to pull. There's these little cards. These little things. So you could take a tweezer and just kind of pull on this. I'm going to try it this way. Alright. Not so bad so far. Now we have to get in between this board here. So you just pry that slowly, like so, and pull back. And then there's this little connector right here. That's where we're going to put our first piece. So let's crack open the bag of parts. So we'll get to the first piece that we're going to need here, which is this one. It's this ribbon cable right here. And I believe it goes in like that. Let's make sure we got this correct. It goes in like this with the tape down. And I believe you can just, there's these two little like thingies in there, and you just literally put it on there like so. And then you pop this over, right? Okay. You pop that back in, I believe. After you get that, I feel like that clamps down on it with the board or whatever. And then there is two other cables in here that we're gonna need. We don't need this one. This is the soldering cable right here. I'm sure you guys can't see it. If you want the R3 and L3 triggers, we're not going to use that. We're just looking for our other buttons. So there is a cable right here, which I do believe it goes into this portion of the board, into this portion on the left side when you're flipped right there. Goes right here and right here. I believe this is the right one. I have to make sure. And there's another one. That I believe goes in for right here and right here. Yeah. Alright, I figured it out. So you're going to want to put this like this. And first thing you're going to want to do is put this side down. Try to keep everything together here. Make sure that snippy snips in. Looks like it's in there. And then you're going to want to flip this around and pop this right into here. See if we can get this in. Alright, this one's almost in. Sure it clicks down both sides. Okay. Okay. I am going to reconnect this one because I believe you have to for this. I want to be completely 100% sure about that. Alright, pop that in right there. Sure this is on properly. Yeah, it is, it is. Everything's on good. Okay. So that's on. Got that in. Okay. Alright, so the second one's gonna go in where you right there like this. Do my best to get this in. Oh, that went easy. And then you fold this over. And stick it into there. Bam. Okay, those are all the pieces I think we need. Let's go ahead and flop these over and get our battery cover in. Double check everything is connected properly and all the way down. Looks like. Okay, let's pop our battery cover back on, guys. I believe it goes on like so. Yes, it does. So we'll keep everything together. Let's get the screw back in. Simple enough. Now I don't know if this controller is completely dead. I think it is. I have not used it. Of course it doesn't have back buttons. Okay, so what do we do next here? This is the microphone right here, so you want to make sure that that is in. So I'm gonna pop that sucker back in. You take this little ribbon right here. I'm gonna pull it up and out, and I am gonna plug her back in right here. This little spot, make sure you get it in properly. It's really small. Okay, there's the second microphone piece that I removed. We want to place that back in there. I'm going to be careful. There we go. It's in its little cradle. Alrighty. So I think we go ahead and put our battery back on. Yes. Battery on. Oh yeah, of course it's not going to do anything when the battery's unplugged. Duh. Okay, yeah, the controller's still working. Alright. Next thing we want to do is place our battery back in. And yes, and yes. Make sure it snaps in there though. Oh, loose battery. And it does snap in there, so make sure you put these things off to the side. You see? Pretty sure that's how it goes. Hopefully the back plate keeps it in too. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this thingy and yeah. So this is gonna be for this and this. So there's a little sticky tape right here. You could pop that off. You're gonna want to stick this onto the battery. Doesn't gotta be perfect. Mine's not. Then you're gonna want to, there's like this little thing that goes up, and you're gonna want to stick this little band in there, like so. Make sure you get it in there all the way. Ooh. I think I got it in there all the way. Click this thing down. Hopefully I didn't break that. Okay, now for the next one. Go. Sure it's in there. I think that's basically in there. There's this little thing that you click down to lock her in. Alright, and I think that is good. Ooh, I am going to take this. I kind of fished it up and under this, so fish it up and over that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now, I hope that works. Now we're to assemble this. So, let's crack this open. I guess there is sets of screws in here. There's smaller ones and there's bigger ones. And what you're gonna want, I think, is the smaller ones. I don't know, let's figure it out. Anyways, so here's a little kit that comes with the back buttons and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and try to put these together. So I believe this is K1, it says. Maybe it goes like this. I don't know. No. I think that's the way it goes. Or I could be wrong. This is the way it goes. Oh yeah, that feels much better. So there's like a little bar in here that you're gonna want to get. You're gonna pop it off into here. I believe that goes into right here. I think that's how it goes. Yep. You're going to want to get the second one. You're going to want to pop this second one in, like so. Bam. So the next thing is, it comes with these. Alright, so there's 4 little holes here, and you want to take 4 of these screws and you want to pop them in here and screw. Now we're going to take our remote again, and we are going to travel this remaining ribbon cable right here through the inside of the remote. We're going to kind of face it like it's about to be put back on, And that was another thing that I was worried about because I wasn't changing the front cover if this back cover was going to fit. And it looks like it's an exact match. So we're going to take this board here, and there's a little black thing that you want to undo. And I believe it goes, this way. So always want that black stuff down there at the bottom, so go ahead and click that through. Let's try to get this. Alright. And then clip that thing in. That looks like it's all in good. And then what you're going to want to do is this connects right here with this little light piece up at the top. So make sure you line it up. Oh, it's got a little lip where it goes in. Make sure you put it on the lip. Ooh. Ooh. So there's these really tiny screws that come into the pack. There's 2 different sizes, so you're gonna want to find those. There's only 2. They are really tiny. So let's pop that in. Alright. So now I just believe you get this piece right here that's going to click on. Just believe it just goes up into here like this. I don't believe it matters which way. And then there's one more piece in the package that we're going to need. It's this little black thing in here. There's a wire and another ribbon cable that we're not going to use because we're not soldering and stuff like that. This is for the non-solder mod. Now this goes in here like so. It looks like it shows there's like a little light. I guess it goes like this, clicks in like so. Believe that's it. Yep. And bam. And yes. So then this, just do this carefully, pops on like so. There we go. Ooh. You hear that? Oh, that sounds good. So now we're just gonna slowly try to stick this case back on. Make sure none of our wires are pinched or poking out. Let's see. Slide it over those buttons. Make sure the rest. Oh yeah, this thing just fits on just like the normal one. No differences, it looks like. Alright. Seems to be all the same thing. Let's pop into the 4 screws. And we're finished basically with the mod. Let's pop the screws in. Alright, let's go ahead and pop these on. Of course they're labeled. Just pop this back on. And just pop that back on. And let's go ahead and stick this on. I think you go this way forward. Just get that in there. And there we go. Let's go ahead and crack on our PS5 and see if this sucker works. Here it is. Looks super dope. Feels great. Worked. Alright, so what you're going to want to do. Hold it down until this red light comes on the back of the remote. And then, when this red light comes on, you're going to hold down the trigger and hold down the button you desire for a few seconds. I think it blinks. Hit the button again to turn it off. And then, there we go. Circle's working. X is working. There we go, guys. Super dope. Yo, very happy with this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm super excited to play with this remote. Really excited. It all works very well. It was super easy to do. For someone that has no experience in this, I really knocked it out. I think you guys can do it. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And remember guys, like always, play nice.